mechanisms that have an energetic efficiency of it. And that has been sorry, and I don't, because this rang really true for me. So if you want to, I think one of the elements is that there was a real shift also in the technology world where it was always clock speed, remember? And suddenly people realized it's not cycles, it's cycles per watts, right? Mm-hmm. So clock speed over power consumption, and I think this was really one of the messages you were also bringing. You had many messages, but I just want to tell you there was one that really will always ring true for me. Okay, so now back to you.
All right.
Okay, really good. So the advancement of the science and innovation really has three pillars in our modern society. There is universities, there are universities, there are research labs, and then there are enterprises. And bringing the three together is really the one that's going to create the most innovation. So in many places, they don't bring them together. So enterprises work on themselves, they don't quite connect to universities. But when they come together, big things happen. So universities are center of competence for two major things. So what they do is that, of course, they educate and create the next generation. As part of that education, also they create innovation. But the number one thing, of course, is creation of the next generation. The research labs, such as IBM Research Lab, what they do is that they focus on innovation and particularly connecting that innovation to the real world implementation of those innovations. And of course, then you've got the companies out there that they own, such as banks and generally financial institutions, healthcare systems, manufacturing. So now the question over here is that how do you bring them together? So research labs connecting to enterprises, that's already done. Like IBM has been doing it for a long time, and there are many other companies, and Microsoft does a good job as well. SAP does a good job as well. Now we have to make sure that universities are involved. So when universities work in isolation, like today in big data, they don't see the big data. They only see the surface of the web, but they don't see the depths of the web. So when it comes to healthcare, the healthcare information is not put on the web for somebody to crawl and read and understand and analyze. So it is important for universities to connect to research labs such as IBM or SAP or other places so that they can get access to enterprises and bring themselves to those places. It could be private cloud, and bring the whole thing together to make it happen. Because if they don't see the problem, they're not going to think about it. We cannot just invent problems. We have to go understand the problems, the real problems that exist out there. But once they do that, they make such a bridge, then wonderful things happen. And that is the major message, that please connect and don't be isolated.